Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dungeons. I'm nervous tonight. I am very nervous tonight, and if that doesn't show how nervous the DM is, it's crazy. It's gonna be a crazy episode today, folks. So I'm gonna do this early because I think it is necessary and needed. So everyone, please kick back, relax, drop your beer, crack a cold one with us here at Dungeons of TLC.
Don't drop it. Don't drop it, Pierre. Don't.
Oh, I was not supposed to.
All right.
I'll need
Try.
to clean up all the glass.
Alright.
All right, everyone. Let's get into it just like normal. Perfect. Alrighty. Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to Solonia. I am your DM, Lucy, and as always, I'm happy that you decided to join us for another epic tale. Remember to kick back, relax, and crack a cold one that we already mentioned before. But before we get into it, as always, let's do a little housekeeping. As always, thank you to Sirenscape for your music and Fantasy Grounds for the platform we play on. You guys continue to impress, and thank you for all of your hard work. Fantasy Grounds, we are loving the lighting system, so good stuff, man. This week, for our Twitter shout-out, is Trix the... Oh my goodness, please forgive me if I get this wrong, Trix, but Trix the Manga Goblin. Thank you for your engagement. This individual seems to review mangas, which, if you are unaware of what that is, it's stories about anime. They also occasionally talk about TTRPGs, Warhammer, pixel art, and other interesting things. So go give Trix some love, everybody. And as always, links will be down in the description. Finally, like every week, I will not start without saying thank you to the viewers and to my wonderful friends/players. Without you guys, this community would not be a thing, and it would not exist. And I appreciate every single one of you for your support. If you are looking to support the channel, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for us here at Dungeons of TLC. So, without further ado, gang, let's jump back into the world of Solonia so our players can live or end their story. Chapter 5, Part 3, The World's Alive. Last episode, we found ourselves watching our group of adventurers plotting a way to try to stealth a bandit camp. There was a lot of chatter, but it seemed like the entire group was having a difficult time understanding what they should do and how they should move forward with things. There was eventually a poor bandit that was trying to take a healthy shit near a bush, but then something happened. Our tiefling, Agony, tried to choke out this individual. The dice gods did not bless Agony, even though Trinistats was there to give him advantage. While Trinistats was trying to silence the bandit, the strike did not hit true, and the camp was alerted shortly after. A battle then ensued, and a fair amount of bandits started to attack our party. Thankfully, under the cover of darkness, shooting them at this time was difficult, as many of the bandits had bows strung across their backs, which could have been more challenging if our party decided to attack them in the morning. As the battle came to a close, Triniel decided to take a look inside the ruins, where he heard something. Triniel's body seemed to take on its own decision-making, and he then descended into the ruins. Shortly after, a few questions to the bandits, and after Nova somehow turned into a shadow fox and decapitated the bandit captain, the rest of the party also heard this calling, and one by one followed into the ruins. Nova, just coming to after transforming into whatever creature he was for a time with Otakimaru, is finally starting to realize the situation and what's happened. It's still night, and the fire in the camps are bright. You find your head hurting, but after some time, you come to, and you have a hard time remembering what happened. You do remember your party members walking towards the ruins, but they have not come out. It's been about 15 minutes since then, and you hear rustling in the bushes. At this point, I would like everyone in the party besides Fox to please go down to suffering time.
Help.
Fox, firstly, or I should say Nova here, Nova, what's it like right now? You just came out of a weird form, the first time that you've ever gone into this Shadow Fox mode. What is Nova's head like currently?
His head's like mixed, like thoughts right now. It's like of becoming one with a god at this point, and then at a subtle like kind of peace right now. Oh, but then also wondering about the group too as well. I'm thinking a lot.
I see. So the rustling in the bushes that you currently see, it's that there's a few lights that are coming to you right now, and I know that you currently have the map in front of you. The lights are currently coming from this general direction, and you don't know who it is, but you do hear the crackling and footsteps. It sounds like many footsteps at this point. What do you do?
I'll just stand by and wait.
Okay.
Isn't there a bandit that's supposed to be with me?
There is a bandit, yes. He is currently on the ground next to you. If I remember correctly, I believe Triniel broke his legs or something like that, or that might have been the other encounter. But I remember that there was some... I think he's bonded up. He can't move or anything like that. Okay. So eventually the lights come to, and you see a four-legged creature jump on through, and you quickly realize that it is the dog that the general gave to you guys to go ahead and contact Gloomia guards when the camp was secure. You see someone walk out through the woods, and it looks like a high-ranking official, quite not the general or anything along that line, but it's still an advisor to the Gloomia guard. He comes walking up to you, everyone's blades. There are about 12 soldiers there looking at you. Well, the description enough. I believe your name must be Nova, am I correct?
That's correct.
Excellent. Well, thank you, for sending the dog to find us and whatnot. That must be that everything is secured here at the camp?
Not particularly.
He turns his head. Please explain yourself. Do you need us to go anywhere in the camp?
Well, as you would see, I wasn't the one that messaged you. That was Aristia. I am currently all alone right now.
Indeed, I do not see your 5 companions. Where are they currently?
They went somewhere down on the whole. But apparently this man right here does not know anything about it. I still kind of believe he is lying, but...
The man that you are pointing at, I would assume, is the bandit captain, correct?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, remember, last episode, Aristia essentially gave him frostbite right across his entire mouth because she tried to pull the tooth out that was filled with poison. So due to the pain, he is...
Session.
Yes, that is last session, that's correct. So he is currently knocked out. But you point to him, and they look...
That was a session with, the bandits and, the dwarf.
Am I getting my stories confused?
Yes.
My God, there is so much going on with me right now that it's insane. Then you know what? No, he is sitting right there, and he is cautious at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
He looks over, and he just kind of grins over at the Gloomia guard. What's down there? The Gloomia guard says to this bandit. He then looks up with a scowl and just shrugs his shoulders. I have no idea what's down there. They're going to do an insight check on this bandit, and since there's multiple of them, we're going to do a couple dice rolls. They easily see through the bluff. One of the Gloomia guards comes up right on up to him, grabs him by his collar and lifts him off the ground, and then takes his fist and slams him right into the gut. The bandit captain just coughs over, and there's some blood that ends up coming out of his mouth. Talk, damn it! Where are they? What happened? This bandit is going to make a Constitution saving throw. He's going to pass, and he just remains silent. After a while of this, they look over. the captain goes, "All right, everyone, start like doing a patrol around the proximity. We don't want anyone leaving this place to warn the other bandit camps in the area. Go." And about 6 or 7 people then branch off, and they begin to like set up like little places to keep watch. And they just look over. "Well, you said they were in this hole, correct?"
Mm-hmm.
"Well, should we go and take a look?"
I don't know if that would be wise to follow willy-nilly in a hole like that, because it seems like there was something off. Like something wanting them to come in there.
The general walks on up to you and eventually gets within range of where you currently are standing, and he grabs his head and he begins to like kind of wobble back and forth. He is going to succeed, and he pulls away from this, and he just kind of looks over at you. "I have this massive headache. Why are you fine? You don't feel this?"
Not currently, no.
The other guards also try to go like up, and like the same thing happens with them. There are a few guards that actually start to walk towards the hole, but then a bunch of their friends just grab them right before they could actually go any further, and they pull each other away from the hole, and they look over at you. "Whatever is in that hole has no effect on you, Nova. What's your plan? Are you gonna go help your friends or stand there?" Remember Nova's background and what we talked about before.
Yeah, I am. But it's a little bargain in deal.
You're gonna ask them for a bargain?
Nope. I'm gonna ask the fucking, it's the captain, right, you said? That's like tied up right now?
Yep, the bandit captain.
Yep. I'm going to grab the bandit captain with the collar of his shirt. I'm gonna offer him a deal.
The Gloomia guard looks at you as you lift up this captain off the ground, and he's looking at you in your eyes right now. "What do you want?"
I want to make a deal with you. You are coming with me down that hole in exchange for your freedom. You will fight with me and my comrades. Yes. And as I said, for the exchange of your freedom.
The bandit just kind of looks over at you. The Gloomia guard quickly looks on over to you, and they look at one another. "With respect, Nova, that is not our call to make. The general needs to make that call." And they look over at you with like determination in their eyes, insinuating that like we can't be making calls with the enemy like that. And then the bandit that you have lifted up just kind of smiles at you. "Help you? Well, I don't mind if I do. I'd be happy to help you go inside that hole, and maybe even show you a shortcut to where your friends probably are. But that place down there is a maze, and it's gonna take quite a while for me to help lead you through there. If I help you with this, you remove my shackles, and you need to trust me." The guards keep like talking back and forth, saying that this is like completely unprecedented, and that the guards are unhappy by like the decision or that you've kind of come to without actually talking to them about anything first. The bandit looks over at you. "Do we have a deal?"
you dare try anything shady, I will not hesitate to cut you down myself.
Fair enough. And like, what do you do? He has ropes and stuff for his shackles and whatnot, quote unquote. What do you do?
Well, I'm obviously gonna pick him up,
Yep.
and also I'm gonna grab a sword to make sure he fights with us. But
You can tell that he has a smirk on his lip and whatnot. To, like, when you are beginning to offer him a sword, he has a smirk on his lip.
oh, I'm not offering it to him. I'm holding on to it.
Okay. Anyways, you still notice that smirk on his face.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the two of you grab him, I would assume, and you start heading towards the hole?
Yep.
All right. He needs to make a wisdom. He succeeds with flying colors. And you all start to go down, and the Gloomia captain steps in front of you as you guys are progressing through, while he's holding his head. And all he says is, Nova, whatever happens down there, you are essentially becoming friends with the enemy right now. You have no idea what this guy is worth. He just tried killing you, and now you are going to go have him lead you down there. He could lead you straight to a trap.
Oh, I never said that I was going to work with him. It's just an awful bargain. And so I walked close to the, who is it that walked to me?
The actual captain of the guard, like not the general, but like a sergeant of sorts, high-ranking sergeant.
I get close to him to where I can whisper and hope that the captain does not hear. The
Yep.
abandoned captain.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Do you have advantage with stealth?
I don't know.
No, I don't think you do. So go ahead and roll stealth.
I have a +3.
There you go. Roll for it. That's good. Like a whisper in the wind, you pass him and you are able to give him a small message.
I never said I was going to free him from the shackles.
And as the bandit walks on over to the hole, he stops. And he looks down at his shackles and the ropes, and he says, "We had a deal. You release me from my ropes and my restraints, or I just sit."
You said he was close to the hole, right?
He's about a step away from the hole, yes.
I don't think I never agreed to that part. So I kick him down the hole.
Excuse me. 1 second there. So since he's in shackles and whatnot, I'm going to give this, you don't need to roll for it, because he can't really move too fast, and you kick him, and he falls right on down the hole. And he takes 5 damage. Okay. So you hear, "Tum-tum, tum-tum, tum-tum, tum-tum," right down into the hole, and you follow right after. And right as you enter down and your head is underneath the surface, you hear a word that you haven't heard in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you. I'll be right back, Fox.
Side of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we need to
That's nice.
we need to have a change of music real quick.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
no, we don't.
Warrior of Light, palm into hand.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Excuse me. I like this one, though. This one's fun. Okay. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. How you feeling?
Anxiety.
Oh.
I wish
She's not
anxiety
here
was
now.
here.
Here's agony.
I don't think it's better.
I need
Oh, wait,
anxiety
shit,
now.
panic. We have to go
Agony
back.
later.
All right, guys. So, as we always do in every session, I know you guys are anxious to get this one going, but I want to go across the board. Triniel, how's your character feeling right now?
Stressed a bit.
Okay. Triniel, is there anything about this situation that you are thinking about at the moment?
I'm that guy.
I didn't kill him. It was a rabbit. The rabbit did it.
Not really.
I've never heard that line before.
That's cute.
I'm sorry. Break my immersion a little bit. Trinistats, how about you?
I need. I'm still MC'd.
You are.
But as soon as I get out of this, anxiety. Assuming I do get out of this, though.
Very true.
Would I recognize the fact that I was mind controlled and down here, or I literally be like, last thing I remember, I was upstairs before we even entered.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Cool.
Agony, how about you?
I'm trying to strangle this fucking dragon.
Okay. Celica, how's Celica feeling tonight?
She's confused and stressed because she doesn't know what's happening or why it's happening, and she sees that Trinistats is mind controlled.
Aristia, how are you doing tonight?
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Player or character?
You know what? That's a good one. How about player first?
Fuck.
And how about actual Aristia?
Aristia is determined, and she has noticed a couple of details. Most notably that this woman has gone out of her way to turn off all the lights. And I'll just leave it there.
Okay. Everyone, I need you to roll for initiative, please.
I don't need to be first.
Oh, Trinistats. Trinistats, you need to roll with me. See who gets the highest number.
It's a D20.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Trinistats, you can have an opportunity to break yourself out of this before any of the fighting happens, so please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Can he have advantage because I'm trying to choke him out right now?
Yes, he can. You, with agony choking you this time around, it kind of gives you a moment of clarity, and your eyes that were clouded over now start to actually become clear again, and your body just, you're still in dragonborn form, correct? Or are you an actual dragon now?
I'm in dragon form.
So in dragon form, you kneel down on your forward legs, you put more weight on them, and you are trying to remember what's going on, and you're looking around, but you do not recognize this place whatsoever. The last thing you remember is being on top of the ruin.
Where am I? Hello? Celica? And I'll look behind me, and I guess I'll see everybody behind me.
You don't see me.
Yeah, because
And
you're
I'll feel
trying to
somebody
fight
on my back.
Trinistats.
I'll feel somebody on my back.
All right. So, as you are starting to wake up from this Trinistats, you also hear echoes all around you, screaming and just horror, and it's to the point where you are starting to have flashbacks about the scenarios that you have currently gone through, especially on your first encounters with humans, and this is bringing you slight terror. Go ahead and roll one more wisdom saving throw, please.
A normal one, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Well,
Coming out of this, you are now in, like, for when a dragon sweats, you know, you have steam that is currently coming off of your body because of all of the sweat that's going, you know, all over the place, and you're just looking left and right and you don't really understand what's going on. All right. So, you hear the gentlest of footsteps, and then a voice in the echo. Where is he?
may I make a perception?
Yes, you can.
Whee! Can I locate the source and of the footsteps / voice?
These steps, unfortunately, are all around you, and it's like an echo, a cacophony of noises that's just echoing throughout the entire chamber at this point. Triniel, at this moment, you feel something swipe across your body.
Also, am I allowed to take any sort of action right now?
You are not, because you got out of your wisdom save and whatnot, and you were scared a little bit at the moment.
Okay.
I'll just look around me if I see anything.
Yep, just give me one moment. That is a hit, 17 hits.
Kinda rude.
And you take 12 damage with this. You feel a swipe go across your back, and the actual pain starts to sear, and you are feeling your back at this moment. And when you pull your hands to your foresight, you don't see any blood, but when you look at your skin, you can see blisters starting to form in a vein that seems to be growing a dark purple, and it seems as though that you are internally bleeding at the moment. All right.
Ow.
Celica, you feel breathing on the back of your neck. And then you feel a moment of being also trying to be frightened. Go ahead and roll a wisdom save. You unfortunately fail. You start to remember the very village that burned down in front of your eyes as a child. You remember the screaming and the horror that was all around you, you just scrambling off the ground to try to get away from your inevitably being killed. And you feel a blade stick right through your hip. And as you look down, you see a ghostly looking sword stick through the bottom of your hip. And then as it is retracted, you don't see any wound, but just like Triniel, you see purplish veins that are inside your body, and it starts to pulsate with pain. We will see first. $17 hits. And you take 12 damage. All right, it is your turn, guys.
Officially my turn?
We are going to go to Trinistats. Yep, you are up.
Right, first thing I'm going to do is cast Dancing Lights.
Where are you putting these lights?
I will be setting the lights around the party in positions. Let me pull out the thingy. Right there. Right there. Right here. And right here.
Okay. Let me do this.
Relatively equal distance so I can get, a good smattering of light everywhere.
Roger that. Dancing lights, each of those points grant how many feet of light?
let me relocate the cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Post that there.
Each light sheds a light of 10-foot radius. All right. Add light. All right. And as those lights begin to actually brighten the area, you guys easily see that there is someone right behind Celica with a ghostly samurai sword that's right behind, and she just smiles at her. She takes her left hand and then just slightly caresses her chin and just waits your guys' move. All right. Aristia, you're up.
I'm gonna change my plan a little bit. Do I want to just stick with my normal plan? Yeah, I think I will stick with my normal plan. I'm going to cast light on my sword.
Okay.
Boop.
All right, and that is... Okay, perfect. You did it to yourself. Good.
I cannot do it to myself.
All right, no problem. How much...
Actually, wait, no, yes, you can. Give me just a sec. You change it.
I can do it real easy if you want
There
me
you
to.
go. It's done.
Beautiful. Okay. Excellent. So, your light glows brightly at this moment, and you can see the creature that is right behind Celica, incredibly close even, breathing right upon her. Since you casted light, do you want to use your movement for anything?
I think I feel like I should. Yeah. I will move around to the other side of Trinistat's in Agony. Everyone quickly gather around. Stay close. And I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
I don't like it, but yeah.
Agony, you are up.
I'm gonna pop off the big dragon thing and beat the shit out of Triniel.
Sounds good. So you go up and punch him right in the jaw.
Yes. Yes. I will.
Punch you for loads of healing.
Loads of money.
Ooh, I got fatter, didn't
I have never seen him roll low on that punch, by the way.
God.
I have never seen it before.
Nope, never.
I think the lowest I've ever seen it is a 6. All right. What are you going to do with your remaining 2 attacks?
Is that considered adjacent?
Yep, that is adjacent.
Alright, then I'm gonna swing at what's runs.
All right, sounds good. Swing away. That unfortunately is a miss. That is a hit. So you swipe, and it's almost as though smoke consumes your hand, but then you like do something else. Like what do you do afterwards to make the hit?
Put a little bit of energy into it.
You put energy, your key, through your punch, and you again slam into this screen, and finally you feel solid mass. Go ahead and roll some damage.
I don't know why I got 2. Or was that because of the critical?
It was because of the critical.
Your boy's pogging.
All right. With that, Celica, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to move back here close to that light.
Okay.
And Since I used an action, can I ready an action for my turn?
You
Or no?
cannot. Once you because you need an action to actually ready an
To
action.
ready an action.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I think that's my turn then.
Okay. Triniel, you're up.
All right. First I'm gonna backstep a bit. Get close and cozy.
Any coziers?
Give me that light source.
While you are
I am
walking,
holding my sword high.
While you are walking inside this, by the way, Triniel, the oppression that you felt upon your mind and everything, that or what everyone else feels, since you are in the light currently, you do not feel that.
Light is indeed a good idea. Who'd have thunk?
Who'd have thought?
Got this one.
And with my action, I'm gonna cast Sending.
Okay.
I'm gonna send a message to our boy Nova.
Sounds good. I'm gonna bring Fox in here just for a moment. Don't say about what's going on, but you can say your message to him, okay? Hey Fox, are you there?
Hola.
Alright,
Oh,
so
shit.
like no one's gonna tell you anything that's going on right now, but Han is currently sending you a message through the spell Sending, so just listen to the message and then I'm moving you out.
Okay.
I don't know what you're doing currently. Get your ass down here. Someone might want to meet you.
End message?
I have 15 words, so yes.
Okay. Alrighty, so that is your spell. That moves us back up to the round here. This light right here, the woman or this individual looks over at it, takes her sword and slashes towards it, and that light disappears.
Right. I have an eraser, don't I? That's not what I wanted to do.
I got it. You're all. You're good. You're good. I got it. There you go.
I was expecting an actual eraser, not just delete everything.
Alrighty. So this whatever this thing is like dashes over and smoke starts to cloud over its blade, but instead of the dark like smoke that you've noticed off of Nova's, it's all crimson blue. And this creature then just locks his sword right onto its hip and lashes out at Agony in a series of strikes. Okay. Let's do this thing. That's a critical miss. All right. Round 2. That unfortunately is a hit. Round 3. That is a hit. So, with the critical miss, what do you want to do there, Agony?
Block my next attack. Or block.
Unfortunately, you can't do that, but you can riposte, essentially.
Fine, I will.
All right. So the blade comes at you, and you duck underneath it, and somehow you use your ki that's charged throughout your skin, and you knock the blade up into the air, and you slam your fist into this individual's chest. He takes 5 damage. Okay. And then for the next 2 attacks, the blade comes back down onto your skin. Alrighty then. First one is 13 damage. And 11 damage for the second. You feel that this blade, you actually block these strikes and you don't understand what's going, but the blade just goes right through you completely and cuts down. And as it is going through your skin and passing through, it's just leaving a series of what appears to be blood vessels that are just blowing up inside your arm. and you feel excruciating pain from all of this agony.
I don't know why there's any damage being rolled.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. All right. This creature then looks over at the different lights in the area, and you can see that its skin is actually starting to get like semi-smokage. Like, everyone roll a perception check real quick.
Yo!
Wow, 2 nat 20s already tonight there, Trinistats.
Coggin.
All right, so Trinistats, you definitely notice this. You see that this creature's body is beginning to actually start to smoke a little bit, and you can tell that the light definitely weakens her, and that she seems to have become weaker in some sense, but you can't put your eye on what it is. All right, that brings us to Nova. I will be right back, gang.
Okay.
Nova, my friend,
Hold on.
are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let me get you in here.
Spooky. I see darkness.
It is dork. Trying to get you here, but it's not really.
I see a light.
Yep, you did, but I can't get you there. Hold on, I gotta delete your character one more time and then drag you in properly.
Filtered.
They made it to where I can no longer, drag you through walls, which is really good in my opinion, but alright. Here you go. You should see yourself now, right?
Yes.
So you enter down, and the entire area begins to just feel like you realize what this energy is. And you hear Takimaru just saying in the background, yokai. There is another yokai here, Nova.
This what Trinil be meaning then?
Perhaps. It's familiar somehow. But I'm curious. Let's go.
Be curious indeed. Maybe you can get your memories back.
Who knows? Alright, the bandit looks over at you. Stop talking to yourself. I'm here to freaking help you go down, you asshole. This wasn't a part of the deal.
Your freedom is. Remember that.
And he points in the direction this way. You can move your character, remember?
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that.
It's forward. Caution steps.
As he is looking around, he just kind of looks at you cautiously walking. Do you want to save your friends or not?
I do. Just never mind. Let's keep going forward.
Would you like me to help move you, just to give you the percentage that I would like you to move this round, or would you like to continue to move your own character?
Continue to move my own.
Okay, sounds good. These actual statues that you are passing right now, Nova, they are ancient. And Otakimaru, as you're looking at them and as you're walking on by, he keeps saying back and forth this seems way too familiar. I feel like I've been here before.
Kinda does.
The bandit
Remember.
goes to the light right about here.
Mm-hmm.
This way, samurai boy. He just kind of looks at you. There's a secret passage right here. And he just kind of pokes at a piece of light, and you hear a creaking, and you feel the rope that you have, because if I remember right, you have a rope on this bandit, correct? So you can Okay, gotcha. But anyways, he seems to disappear into the darkness, and footsteps are walking away from you currently. You feel like if you don't keep up with him, that he may try to escape, potentially. Do you continue?
Trust in his word, Otakamaru?
Otakimaru. Let me help you. And you can feel a burning sensation in your eyes at the moment. And it's becoming very difficult for you to actually walk. You kind of cup your eyes a little bit. And you don't even know what he is trying to do at the moment. In fact, you're kind of nervous. But then the light around you becomes like slightly brighter. And you can feel as though that you can see just a little bit more clearly. So you can see darkness around you for approximately, a few feet at this point.
Okay.
And just to help you out, I'm gonna move you down this way because that's where I meant to move you. My bad. So the bandit went down this way, and you have a little more vision to help you with the darkness now. Just remember, I help you out of curiosity, Nova. This has nothing to do about liking you.
I already figured that out, but you're gonna work out.
All right. Do you continue forward?
Mm-hmm.
You are passing through, and you see ancient structures that are just abound, and you begin to actually see what appears to be grave sites now. And the bandit is even further up here, and he just kind of echoes back, "I'm leaving you behind. Hurry up, samurai boy." And at this point, you can see that the bandit now is walking off in this general direction. But you do see these grave sites with candles also on top of their graves. And you begin to wonder, what the heck this is starting to mean. You're confused on why Otakimaru sees this. And even him right now, it feels like that he's trying to remember something, and he is quiet. He is so quiet right now that you have a hard time remembering in short term that he's just awestruck at the moment. He's just as curious as you are at the moment. All right. Fox, I will be right back. Unless, was there anything you wanted to roll before I left?
No, I think this. I want to inspect one of these graves.
Sounds good. Go ahead and
I want to
roll.
roll for that.
Go ahead and roll. Do you want to look at it, or do you want to look in it?
Look at it.
So go ahead and roll a perception check for me. So you can't really see too much because it's even with the vision, it's old stone, so the wording on top of it is hard. But Otakimaru tells you to peer further. Go ahead and roll for an advantage.
Advantage perception?
Yep. Well, I'm only taking the first roll.
Oh, well.
So 20, perfect. All right, so with this, you are now able to see that as the letters and everything start to come together and light up, it's almost as though Otakimaru is taking over your consciousness to read what this tomb says. And it says, "Here lies Lord of Yokai Yatom." And now you feel like a headache almost start to appear. You grab the right side of your head, and you hear Otakimaru say, "Yotam? This is a yokai burial site."
That means the other two that are around us must be others.
This is where my own kin are, Nova. We must hurry. At this point, although I care not for your friends, we need to get moving. As our pact states that we cannot harm your friends, and if I keep investigating, that could harm your friends, so move, damn it.
One part of me wants to disagree with that, but you're actually right.
Alright.
And I keep moving, or are you saying
Yep,
you're
go
gonna
right
get back?
ahead and keep on moving. This is a big map. Alright. So, now I will see you in a little bit, Fox.
Okay.
Hello,
how are you?
everyone. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so, everybody. Back right to the order. So who
I
did
believe it
we...
is my turn.
It is your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up right here.
Mm-hmm.
I assume I have to be I would have to be way behind her to actually get a flanking bonus, right?
Correct.
I don't think I want to do that because that opens up problems. So I'm just gonna kind of stand right here. I'm gonna cast Booming Blade. And if I hit this next attack, they take extra damage. And if they move, they take additional damage.
Sounds good. Do your stuff.
So we will take that. We'll shake the dice a little bit.
Unfortunately, that's a miss.
Of course it is. And then I'll use my bonus action to bring one of the lights. I'm gonna rotate the lights. So one of the lights the light next to Celica on her right, effectively, I guess.
Yep.
That's gonna get moved down to where the original one was dispelled.
Okay.
And I'm going to shift that other light that's to the the left of the party. I'm going to shift that behind me.
The one, like, that's right,
Next to Trinial.
next to Trinial, okay. Okay.
And that'll have to end my turn.
Sounds good. That brings us right on over to Aristia. You're up.
All right. There's a couple things I want to do. I want to do an Arcana check. I'm not sure if you'll let me do this, but basically I want to see if I can feel anything magical off of her first. I'll just leave it there for now.
You can definitely try that, yep. So with a 19, you can definitely tell that she has magic that is throughout her entire body.
Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. I also want to do a perception check on the rest of the room.
Okay.
First off, I have to ask, are these pillars supposed to be something that I can see through?
No, but I did not put things around them, so don't even worry. It's just you know what? Since I didn't actually put a wall around them, just consider them waist high that you can see over them.
Okay. I want to do a perception check. So I'm curious about the red light in the top of the room. I'm
Okay.
curious about the statue that also has a light.
Okay. Sounds good.
Nope.
You see the red light, and you don't understand what that is and whatnot. You're curious about it, but you don't have any idea.
Okay. Then I will just spend my last level 2 spell slot to grab her booty.
Grab the booty.
She succeeds. She still takes half damage at least, though. Can you just put my claw on her butt?
I can put the claw on her butt. Okay.
Okay. You and yours have been busy little bees.
And this individual just kind of doesn't even give you attention after that comment.
No, nothing. Okay.
Can I roll a perception to get a good look at her?
Absolutely, you can.
Describe her for me with that. What you can with that.
So just like the picture, as you look in on her, you see a long dark robe with what appears to be a half mask that is currently going over the right side of the individual's face. You see light blue coming off of the katana, like I've mentioned already, almost as though it's a ghost sword, with different types of like gems that are embedded inside her gauntlets, or the individual's gauntlets. Through the actual like cape that you are noticing, you see a black hand with what appears to be like an eye in the center of it, that almost as though that it's trying to squeeze the eye shut, and the eye itself has a cut, kind of like a dragon's eye, but it's not exactly like with your perception, it looks like a dragon's eye, not really though. That's what you can kind of get from that.
Basically. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And that blade, is it distinctly ghostly, like all the way down to the hilt? Or just, like, is the hilt physical itself?
The hilt is physical, yes. The entire sword seems physical as well, by the way.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can discern if I could potentially disarm it, but not right now.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to do real quick.
Sounds good. Arista, are you done with your turn?
I think I'll just take a couple steps forward just to make sure that she is in the bright light from my sword.
Sounds good.
And I think that's it, yeah.
Okay.
Because your girl is shy and doesn't want to talk.
Celica, you're up.
Did we just skip Agony?
Yes, we did. Agony, you're up.
I'm gonna beat up Trina stats.
I haven't taken any damage, basically.
And? Good, we won.
Deleted.
Freaking deleted. Let's go! Alright, well, okay, I'm gonna beat her up. I'm gonna beat up question mark lady up.
Okay, sounds good. Roll for some attacks, yo.
Working on it.
24 hits. 7 misses.
Gate? No, it doesn't.
I'm kidding. I'm
That's
kidding.
damage.
I know. I'm
Ding
kidding.
dong.
I'm kidding. That hits. Good stuff.
Throw in some key points for good measure.
Okay. Make sure you're keeping track of those.
How do you think I did that?
Mm-hmm.
By keeping track.
They're literally buttons, like spells, so.
That is a miss. And that is a hit. What do you want to try to do?
Knock her on her ass.
Alright, she has to roll what save again?
Uh,
Dexterity save, right?
Sure.
16? I believe that succeeds, correct?
I think it does.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't have the number in front of me.
I believe it's 13 for you.
Sure.
Alrighty. So, you slam her, open palm slam her like this creature right into the chest. And it's almost as though that your hand sinks into her body and then just retracts back, and you feel as though that this person should have fell over, but she didn't. All right. Now, Celica, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to move a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Alrighty. Really quickly, though, I just want to make sure. Moonbeam, does that require for you to be outside to be in the way, like, for the moon?
It does
or
not say it has a restriction on that.
Then if there's no restriction mentioned, then we'll go from there. Alright.
Also, if she is a shape changer, she has to make the save with disadvantage. So.
Not
but
a
if she
shape
isn't-
changer.
Okay. Then she takes half damage.
Very good. Alrighty.
It is radiant damage too.
Yep.
That is radiant, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right.
Triniel, you're up.
Oh boy. Can I get a bit close? Right there.
That's really close, dude.
And I'm going to give to Trinistats the vial of poison I got from the centaur back then.
Say that again for me, Triniel. You kind of broke up for me.
I'm gonna give to Trinistats the vial of poison I got from the centaur back then.
Okay.
What is this?
Put this on your claws. Also, don't
Okay.
touch it.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
This is an interesting play. Just remember, it takes an action to apply any type of poison onto your weapon mid-combat. Okay.
Would you consider this an action or not?
Unfortunately, handing anything in combat, like switching weapons or anything like that, handing items like that is an action.
That's what I thought. Then I'm gonna use a bonus action and heal Agony for 2d6.
Okay, sounds good.
The last two that I have. You'll have to add those by yourself. Get healed for 7.
I see a thing behind
Eating.
us.
Good, good. So, let's go back up to... We are heading back up to this person's turn. So, the thing that is right in front of you is going to wisp away and disappear completely.
Do it again, attack of opportunity.
You do not.
Sauce.
And you hear just an echo of laughter. That brings it to Trinistats' turn.
I want to make a quick perception check. I want to watch that wisp of smoke and see if it goes anywhere distinct.
Oh no.
You know, you're still looking at that vial of poison that's in your hand, and you're just looking back at Triniel back and forth, and you don't understand. You're like, okay, and then you look, and it's already gone.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
Said, was anybody else paying attention? I don't know. Were ya?
Since you asked that, can I do something?
Sure.
Can I do another Arcana check to see if I feel where that magic went?
Yes. You do not.
Okay.
I won't say anything.
With that, I'm going to adjust over here and apply the poison to the claws. Keep in mind, I am wearing those gauntleted claws, so no, I'm not just drenching this on my bare feet.
No? You're sure?
And before Lucy does something fucking lame.
D&D poison confuses the shit out of me because poison doesn't murder you from touching
Venom.
it.
There you go. Whatever.
Yeah, venom.
It's corrosive. In some description.
It depends on the poison.
So yeah, I'm going to apply that to my claws. And I used 15 feet there,
Yes.
and I already used that action, so I can't prepare anything else. But
Correct.
yeah.
Okay.
That will effectively end my turn.
Aristia, are you going to ready in action, or are you going to do something?
I feel weird doing another Arcana check, even though now it's my turn. But so I guess I will just ready in action, and I will move my Ice Claw a little closer.
Okay.
Just put it here.
So you see this ice claw around the floor just going...
Yep, just leaving a trail of frost on the ground.
All
It's
right.
fine. Nothing's weird to hear, guys.
So what's your action that you're readying?
Can I ready two different things for two different conditions, or no?
No, you need to give me one.
Just one.
Just
Okay.
one.
Then I will ready my frostbite. Basically, if she attacks someone, I'm going to use frostbite before she can have a chance to.
Got it.
So, might as well ask now. Which arm does she have her sword in?
It was actually bouncing back and forth. Think of Nova's dual hand.
She just has back. Okay.
So she's very ambidextrous, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's all for me, Coach.
All right, Agony.
What do you want me to do? I don't see anything to punch anymore.
That's very true. Is Agony going to do anything or hold her turn?
What does holding her turn do?
You can tell me, for example, when the creature appears, you will do an action like everyone else has been doing. Like you could tell me, as soon as the creature appears, I'm going to run at it and I'm going to punch it.
That sounds perfect.
Okay. There you go. Celica, you're up.
I'm going to inch a little bit in, and I'm going to ready my action to move my moonbeam to her if she appears.
Okay, got it. Triniel.
And I will ready in action and prepare Eldritch Blast when she reappears.
Got it. Okay. So after a while, silence is starting to take. You are literally ears to the ground, trying to figure out what's going on. And the creature appears right in front of you guys, with a dark mass in her left, in this individual's left hand. So everyone, go ahead and take your actions.
A dark what in the...
A dark mass.
So just some foggy mass.
Yep.
Can't really see.
Can I punch it?
You can punch her. Yes.
It.
Yes.
The map.
Oh, you want to punch the mass?
Yeah, it looks important.
Oh no.
Saka, can you remove
No,
the
I'm sorry. You
arrows?
cannot punch them. Well, no,
Fucking
you know what? That is creative,
it's-
and I have said from time to time, I am not going to. I'm not going to hate on anyone's creativity. You do you, Boo. Swing at the darkness.
Thank you.
I attack the darkness.
I use magic missile on the darkness. I knew it.
I cannot interact with it. It's not letting me drag a save on it.
I can't roll on it either.
Interesting. Hold on a moment. I think I know what might have happened. I'm going to just switch the tokens around for a second, okay?
So you're going to attack the mass and not the arm holding the mass, huh?
Mass looks important. It's like
You boo. Okay.
it's like when you're playing like an older '90s horror game and something's sparkling in the distance, and you pick it up. It's just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
All right. Do your thing. Swing with disadvantage.
Wait, what?
With disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. You unfortunately miss.
Okay.
Your hand goes through the darkness. In fact, you feel a searing pain as your arm is going through it.
Okay. So I guess I'll do it again
All right.
with disadvantage.
Yep, with disadvantage. Unfortunately, again, you swing and then it just goes through, and as your arm goes through this darkness, you can see bubbles starting to appear on your hand. On your arm.
Again.
All right. Bonus
Just
action,
bonuses.
here we go.
Yep.
Say, are you still attacking the mass?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Nope, that didn't work either. I tried.
This time, as you're going through with the same attacks through that mass, your hands begin to actually become incredibly sore and swell up. At this point, which hand do you want to lose function over there, Agony?
Don't matter.
I'll do your left hand then. So your bonus attack is gone. Okay. Celica, you're going to move your move beam, right?
Yeah, it's already. I already did the damage for it.
All right. So the moonbeam again, like, quickly launches over and strikes down onto the individual. Do your Eldritch Blast there, Triniel.
Yes. Can I try to aim one at the mass?
Well, sure. But I do want to point out to you, Agony looks like really close in front of her, doesn't she?
It all
Yes.
resolved at the same time. Technically, the blast would have gone out the second
And I
time.
do have
Exactly. Exactly. You got it. I'm just
And I do
just
have a
pointing something
specific
out.
feat exactly for that.
Oh, you're right. I forgot you had that feat. Yes.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, it's handy, isn't it?
It is handy. All right, do it. Shaping is fun, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Here's the one on the target. That probably doesn't hit. And here's the other one.
That does hit.
Ooh.
All right. So, 2 beams of Eldritch comes out of, how are you firing? Where's the beams leaving from?
From my hands.
All right. So you hold out both your hands and your rows begin to actually flutter almost as though that there is wind underneath. And one of your beams ends up shaping to the right and misses, unfortunately. But then the beam on the left comes and then connects. So you were attacking the mass?
Yes, the one that's attacking the one aimed at the mass does hit.
Okay. Roll some damage.
Sag.
The mass doesn't seem to be bothered, or it's still intact, and it's now, at this point, this creature is aiming it directly at all of you. All right. Was there anyone else that wanted to move? Aristi, I think did you already do it, or?
I already tried. She succeeded.
Okay.
No half damage.
Okay, Trinistats, what was your action held?
I didn't have a held action. I had used
All
it
right.
to.
That's what I thought. I just thank you for being honest. All right. So that brings it to this creature's turn. And this mass, as it's pointing at all of you, is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger to the point now where it is bigger than the creature's body, and a large beam of darkness is going to consume all of you.
I don't like this.
All right, this is a nice little homebrew move that I made called Eternal Darkness. I need each of you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
I don't feel so good.
Oh no.
Triniel,
Oh my God.
you fail. Trinistats, you succeed. Celica, you succeed. Agony, you fail. Aristia, you succeed. So 3 of you succeed, and Triniel and Agony, you both fail. So, darkness erupts at you guys, and you feel searing pain that just goes right across your body. Celica, Trinistats, and Aristia, you take half this damage.
A question.
Mm-hmm.
Was this distinctly magic damage?
This was like magic. So yes, it was essentially magic. Do you have something going on?
Would absorb elements have any effect on this?
No, not necessarily. Nope. Okay. So, the 3 of you that succeeded only take 12 damage. And then unfortunately, we have Agony and Trinneal that take 24 damage from this.
Ow.
Ow.
And on top of all that, the lights that were in the area that were actually, you know, the lights that were surrounding you guys are now completely out. Including your light source that is on your sword, Aristia.
Bruh.
And I can help remove that from you if you need.
Yeah, even though I'll be casting it again in 5 seconds.
Okay. So, you guys are all in darkness again, and you unfortunately do not see the same specter that you've been fighting this entire time. Okay, we are going to go on over to Nova. I will be right back, guys. Hi, Fox.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? You having a good time?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're continuing with you, my friend. So, at this point,
Alright.
the bandit is right on over here, walking up some stairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You are walking along walls that have weird scratchings on it. In fact, you feel as though that they are fingernails that literally have run right across the walls there, Nova.
Mm-hmm.
Atakimaru, throughout this entire time, is just silent and just doesn't understand what's going on or how this place has actually come to exist. Okay. Continue on, my friend. You got 5 moves.
Let's see. Any other direction?
5 moves that take up your entire movement.
Oh shit.
So that's 15. Going up would be 30. I would assume you're going up there, right?
Alright. Well, I can't see. Okay. Well, yep. 9.
Okay.
I didn't see that. So.
The bandit is currently right here. And just standing there currently. As you go across, the bandit looks over at you. You might want to be careful. He points down in front of you, and there seems to be dirt that's actually kind of like there's a bump in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bomb. That'll blow your leg right off. Come this way. And he walks up and then to the right.
Okay.
Okay. He continues down this long, narrow doorway, and then he like stops in front of this door right here, which I don't even know if you can actually see.
Maybe. Yeah, I can.
Okay. Keep on cruising.
You said he stopped by the door?
Yep, and he's currently right now down on his knees, picking what appears to be the lock itself, and the door swings on open. Your friends are this way. Go ahead.
How do you know this?
Your friends didn't have this. And he lifts up his hair, and there's a little piece of metal that's actually embedded inside of it. This is an actual audio blocker. I could barely hear you. Throughout this entire cavern, there's audibles that go throughout it, and anyone without this or having some intuned, and he looks at you directly, abilities, people will find their way to this chamber. Go.
It's actually smart. I believe a bargain was you're also coming with me too as well to fight with them.
I will not come in there to fight. I will lead you the way, though. After all, he lifts up his hands and the bindings that are still on him. I can't fight like this.
That's why I bought a complimentary weapon. Your freedom is on the line.
And he just holds out his hands. If you untie me, I will help you.
Go forward first, my friend.
And he says, untie me first, and I will do it.
Not until you lead the way.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion?
Yep. He's stone cold, like right in his spot, and he just leans up against the wall. Kill me here. I'm not moving until you remove my damn shackles.
If I remove them and give you this weapon, you're not moving to that door.
Absolutely, I've already said that. Except you're being a stubborn son of a bitch, and you're not removing my shackles.
Your life, not mine, but we did make a deal. So I uncut the shackles.
All right. So, you cut his shackles, the ropes that are currently pinning his arms and hands to bind it together, and he starts to rub his wrists. Ah, that feels a lot better. I'll take that sword then. And he holds out his hands.
Go through that door. Then I'll.
He walks on in.
I hand him the sword.
All right. So you give him the sword. Oops, sorry. My bad. All right, I take it you walk in?
You stand right here. You can't get out.
All right, he is standing right here, and he just kind of looks over at you, walks on over to this door. Are you coming or what? Let's move.
You're going forward, my friend.
He picks the door again. You hear a click. The door swings on open. As you hear the door open, you can hear screaming, you can hear Aristia, you can hear Trinial, everyone right now in searing pain. Your friends are dying in there. In a memory of like your parents and everyone that is currently going on, the vow that you would never lose anyone again goes rushing through your mind. And you feel Otakimaru also pulling at you. Whatever I feel familiar to is in there. Let's go! I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, Fox. You are compelled to move forward through all of your vows that you have made. With Otakimaru pushing you, you are compelled to move forward into the room. You rush on through the door, and as this happens, a smoke bomb goes right off. And suddenly, the bandit that was helping you go through slams the door that was right behind you, and you hear a click right on it. And you are now in a dark place with minor vision that's provided by Otakimaru, but you are now walking towards the room. We're going to take a quick break. Let's go tell everyone else. And then I'm going to move you inside the same chat, but then I'm going to ask you to be quiet until it's time. Okay, Fox?
Okay.
Well,
And with that, everybody, we are going to take a quick break. So everyone, please go take your piss break. Go get some food. Go do whatever you got to do. And then we will be right back to see if these guys survive.
The answer is no.
Obviously, bedtime.
I think I've lost.
And we are back, everybody. Let's do this. Let's see what happens, shall we? Alrighty, gang. So, who did we end off with when it came to your
The
guys'
asshole.
turns? Alrighty. Okay. So, you hear some movement that are going, like, that's heading right behind you, Agony. And you feel something just, like, air beginning to flood right onto your skin.
Can I punch it?
You cannot.
Oh, okay.
So many freaking things in my way. Agony, that is a hit. You guys hear a grunt in the darkness, and Agony ends up going right down. Agony is currently unconscious. A flutter of noise begins to come charging right over at you, Trinistats. The same thing, you hear air just in front of you. 18
cast
hits.
shield.
You deflect. So, with that, you hear steps coming forward at you, and you cast shield just in time of the noise, and you just hear the sword get deflected. Even after all odds of not being able to see jack shit, you are still able to deflect it. All right. And then silence comes over the room again. Let's see. Trinistats, you are up.
we're in magical darkness right now, yeah?
Correct. You could still see with your dark vision, just because I haven't put darkness or blinded you with the effect, but the darkness itself is like this. So you have that half, and then that half.
So it's just a straight line, not a cone?
Just a straight line. Yep.
So the magical darkness is you can't make a light inside of it?
Correct.
I'm gonna try and take the targets that from the. I'm gonna try and attack towards the target, grapple them, and pull them with me out in this direction.
Go ahead and see if you can even grab it. So make a dexterity saving throw. At this point, your arms are just out there fluttering, trying to find it. You can't seem to lay grasps on the body. But do you still walk out?
Well, that probably used my action, right?
Correct, but you can still move.
Can't do anything else, just gotta take a free opportunity attack after getting attacked twice for free. After he already did one action. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Alrighty. That is a hit. Take 20 damage. That moves us over to Aristia. You're up.
I think I already know the answer to this.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get hit by opportunity attacks. He already used his reaction for one.
No, what I want to do is use my Ice Claw to grab and drag Agony out of the darkness. But I suspect he's going to go, I can't do that without hurting her.
Your Ice Claw is too, like, as if it touches anything, it will damage something. So yes, you're right. What's on your mind, Aristia?
I am plotting and scheming, and I don't like any of it.
Okay.
Because if I try to use my claw, I'm pretty sure that's going to count as 2 death saves.
Mm-hmm. People that are unconscious and get hit by an attack, it's counted as a crit.
But if I don't cast light, then we're kind of in a pickle anyways. Yeah, all I can do is just move out.
Okay.
Move out. Cast light on myself.
Yep.
On my sword. Boop.
So as you cast light onto your sword, and you can see again, the light that actually hits the side of whatever this thing is, this massive black orb it looks like almost, doesn't penetrate it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Richie is just gonna say, look at me. We're gonna make it, all of us. And pull her claw in.
Go ahead and roll. You don't have inspiration? Let me take a look at this here. You all hear an echo, like right outside, and you hear Aristia just shouting out towards all of you, and you can hear that. Everyone, go ahead and roll a flat Constitution.
I don't think I'm supposed to myself or whatever.
I'm not good at listening right now.
You're not good at listening. So all of you hear the inspiration behind Aristia's words, and you guys get an extra 5 feet of movement for your next round. All right, Aristia, is that what you got?
That's all I got.
Agony, I need you to roll a death save, please. That is a success. All right. Celica, you're up.
I'm going to try something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the magical darkness.
Okay. Can you put the spell inside the chat for me to read, please? Or I could just pull up your character sheet too, if that works. Looking for it here. It's a good idea, though. You could definitely try this. Okay, so it's exactly like Counterspell almost, but for a spell that's already in effect. So,
Pretty much, yeah.
so go ahead and roll, Aristia. I mean, excuse me, Celica. I'm freaking out at the moment. Go ahead.
Make an ability using your spellcasting
you hear a voice deep inside of you, Mel. And this voice brings you comfort, it brings you joy, and you can hear, it's a voice that you've heard many times over, and you hear Persephone in the back of your mind, and your eyes begin to glow a very deep golden color, and your fingertips begin to spark energy that you haven't quite seen before, and you just hear, "I'm with you, my child." And an eruption of magic happens around the entire area that you guys are encircling, and the spell in this magical like darkness that is all around you disappears completely.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Agony.
All right, so you see Agony lying on the floor, and your words of inspiration seem to carry through everything and starts to instill onto Agony. And Agony, you feel a sense of rejuvenation come through you again, and you are back up into the battle, but you're still on the ground, but you lift your head, and you still don't see anything.
And I'm going to use my movement to run towards the light.
Am I dead?
You are not dead. All right.
Damn.
Triniel, you are
So
up.
she's not in the light right now.
She is not in the light.
Did she move after she made an opportunity attack after me?
There's dim light. If you guys should be able to see her, hold on.
Yeah, she should be literally right bottom
Can you
left
guys
next
see
to
her?
Agony.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's within bright light of me.
Gotcha. Hold on. Let me see why. Oh, I had visibility as always invisible. My bad, guys. Thank you for catching that.
Well, the first good step is to just go in the light.
All right.
What for my bonus action, I'm gonna use X-Blade Curse on her.
Okay.
And actually I can yeet. And I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
Roger that. Do some damage, BB.
1 and 2.
So the first one hits true. Do some damage. All right. And the second one misses. It's this creature's turn again. Agony, you are currently looking down. You are currently looking up at this creature. And it walks right above you. And takes its sword and rubs it right against its arm. And then flashes it right down towards your throat.
I'm gonna yell out. Look at me, damn it! Not at her!
And as...
And-
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, actually. I don't know what else I can do with that other than just try to get her attention.
This creature looks over at you just for a moment and just smiles. And then takes its sword and slowly begins to run it along the neck of Nova.
Not Nova.
Excuse me. Of Agony.
Would you allow me to make additional movement towards her?
No, not now. Nova, I need you to roll 4 d20s.
Wait, Nova or Agony?
Nova. With lightning speed and reflexes not seen before, you see Nova crash down right in front of Agony and slam right into this creature and knocks it back 10 feet. And now Nova is standing right in the line of sight of this creature. His sword is completely engulfed in black smoke. Nova, you see your brother standing in front of you right now.
You dare not lay a single finger on them.
And the first time that you've ever heard, he finally talks back. Hello, brother. Nova, I need you to roll 4 more d20s. Echoes of steel upon steel keep slapping into one another. 4 strikes, you just hear ting ting there. It's a samurai battle that you guys have never seen before, and they are neck and neck, and finally they collide swords and they are just locked in combat with one another. You guys get a free opportunity to do whatever it is that you guys want to do while this is all happening. So, starting at the top, Trinistats, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna leap right in.
You see this going on, and it's a sudden burst of adrenaline that goes through, and almost seeing one of your allies' necks. Like, Agony's neck is still bleeding a lot, and she will take bleeding damage if it's not quelled quickly, but you feel an extra burst of energy while you go in. You get 4 attacks this round.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. I'll just keep rolling.
It's a miss.
Hey! Made a
That's a crit.
There's a crit.
Go again.
Hey.
There it is. So, as Nova is deadlocked, you come in and you begin to swipe ferociously at this thing, and it sees you coming and it backs up just a little bit, and you swipe twice, 2 misses, but then you just charge in with fire burning in your eyes and static electricity that's just bursting off of your arms, and you slam into this damn creature, and you can actually see as sparks of electricity go right off of its body, and it launches back an additional 5 feet. Do some damage.
Went off the
By the way, Lucy, what's the poison effect?
Oh yeah,
Did you applied it? That's correct?
I
Good.
did apply it.
All right, so I will calculate that when you do some damage. Do both your rolls.
And I went for that one as well. One of those is a crit. How do you roll the damn crit?
Just go ahead and roll. Well, I believe in the beginning of the campaign we just said a max of your current die, so it's a d6 you're rolling. So just add
yes.
6 on top of that.
Alright, so it's a 4 plus a 6. Plus the 4 for my thing. Okay.
Okay. So the additional the poison damage that's on each strike that you did an additional d6 of damage. Which is an additional 7 damage. All right, let's go. Come on, guys, pull it through. Come on. Aristia, you're up. What are you doing?
So I get a turn, basically.
You got a turn. Yep.
All right, I want
Because it was
to move
essentially
up.
Nova ambushed.
I want to move up to create space for everyone else. I will have the ice claw go to the other side of him.
Yep.
Try to grab him.
Success.
Seeds, half damage. will try to frostbite him. Succeeds, so nothing there. That's all I got, Captain. Actually, just the distance he has. He's still in bright light.
Yep. Agony, you are on the ground. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. You unfortunately fail. You take 7 points of damage.
Alright, so I stand up.
You stand up. All right. Are you grasping your neck?
Why would I?
You're bleeding out of your neck, right on your artery.
So,
Go ahead and move.
I moved.
Roll another
Can you still
Constitution
work?
saving throw. You fail. And you, as you are running, you collapse down to the ground and you are unconscious yet again. Celica, you're up.
We never did the con save for my moonbeam, did we?
No, we didn't, so go ahead and do that now.
Pog.
You succeed.
Should I do that too for my claw even, or should I just take the con save I did before?
No, please do your con save as well. We'll count everything, even if you fail.
Alright, I'm good.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to move my moonbeam to him.
Okay.
Oh my god. Half damage. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word again on Agony.
You feel energy come yet again into your body, but the blood is still coming out of your throat, Agony. So you get the idea that every action that you move, every time that you attack or anything like that, you get the idea that blood will continue to come out of your throat. So you will need to roll a Constitution saving throw every time you move or attack at this point. All right. That brings us to Triniel.
Gonna move slightly over there and keep blasting.
Roger that. Blast away. That is a miss. That is a hit.
An 18's a miss?
An 18 is a miss.
Bruh. Actually, the second one is a crit. Surprise.
Because it's 19, you're right. Crit away.
Will it count as a crit? It
Well-
did not.
22 damage though, right? Because that's a D10.
Yes.
All right. So this blast hits it right into the center of its chest, and eventually now the hood actually comes off, and you can see that half of his hair is currently like just completely white, whereas the other half is glowing almost as though you are looking at Medusa's hair, but it's just fluttering in the wind. And then you see the slightest amount of blood finally just come down his lips. It is his turn again, and he looks right down at Agony that is currently right in front of him. Nova, this fight is meant for you. A mechanic that was actually in this fight. As he is attacking, you have the opportunity to deflect his blows because you know your brother's movements. So again, roll 4 d20s. You come in there and you deflect his sword upwards into the air as it's coming right down onto Agony's neck. And you just interlock with him again, and all of his attacks are currently ineffective. All right. Unfortunately, though, Nova, as you roll and you deflect his moves, your action, instead of 2 attacks, you only get 1. Go ahead and roll.
For an attack, like...
You can flavor it however you want.
But so, like, I can roll for, like, Haze or anything like that?
Yeah, you can, you can roll one of your attacks. Doesn't matter. That is a miss. So as you deflect his sword up and you swipe down as he moves back 5 feet, he just kind of moves out of the way. All right, Trinistats, you're up.
Your boy just disappeared. Oh, no, he didn't. He got pushed. Okay.
I got to move around to the guy's side. I'm trying to, like, arch my way over here.
Okay.
And I just get normal set of attack actions, right?
Correct.
Okay. I will go for more clawing.
All right, attack him. Miss. Hit. And that's a hit.
Alright. Fly you. Fly you. And the bonus from the poison damage.
2 additional d6s. All right. Now this is the damage I wanted to see, guys. All right, so as this is all happening, you can see that he's beginning to tire down just slightly, but he looks right on over at you. God damn you! And he finally just speaks to you, Trinistats. Aristia, you're up.
Okay. She's gonna walk in here. She is going to first have her claw try to grab him again. One of these times.
Eventually.
She's going to clap her hands together and pull them apart, and as she's pulling her hands apart, there's going to be what looks like a spear of ice in her hands as she is overcasting ice arrows. And as she pulls back her hand to throw it, she crushes it, throws it forward, and 6 parts go to hit Nova's brother.
Okay. That is a hit. That is a hit. Miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. That is a hit.
Jesus.
For fuck's sake, Rip. God.
Stop it. He's already dead.
I don't think he's dead though.
Probably not.
Probably not.
So she crushes the spear, throws it forward, and just a shotgun effect of ice arrows impale into his chest.
Fair enough. Agony, you are up.
Can I attempt to staunch the bleeding?
You can definitely attempt to
With-
staunch the bleeding.
Some bandages.
You definitely can.
And I'll do that.
As you are doing this and you're realizing the state that you are currently in, you are closer to death's door than you've ever been before in your entire life. And you are now realizing the severity of your situation, and you take out a cloth and try to... You're just trying to be a medic.
Just gotta jam it in. Just
need
gotta
you-
stick it right in there.
I need you, since you're
Just
doing
put a
this
thumb in it.
yourself and you're in a battle, normally I'd give you advantage for this type of thing, but only normal medicine roll.
God tier.
Noise.
Good deal. So
Does
you...
that... Go ahead.
So you wrap it around your neck, and blood seems to be like stopping. You know, you keep your chin down to try to keep the cut from being as not as open as much as possible. Celica, you realize the state that Agony is in, and you realize that any sudden move could potentially destroy one of his main arteries, and she could bleed out.
Can I add that I did not wrap it around my neck, but I jammed it in my cut?
You want to just jam it in your gut,
Cut.
in your cuts. You want to jam it in your cut.
On my neck, yes. You ain't gonna stop that kind of bleeding, just wrap it around your neck like a little sissy.
He's not wrong.
You're not
That's
wrong.
not true.
It's
Not wrong, yeah.
Hold pressure on the artery.
Holy shit. Alright, go ahead and roll a medicine check one more time with disadvantage, please.
Sprinkling some logic in here.
Yep. This is smart.
Oh.
As you take the rag, and with your first one, I'm going to negate one of those bad rolls, but you are able to shove it on into your throat, and you can feel yourself choking on rag at the moment. And you take 1 point of damage, surprisingly, but you take 1 point. All right,
Alright, so was that my action?
that was your action. Celica, you are up.
Alright. I'm going to move over to Agony, seeing her struggle.
Yup.
I'm going to hold some of the rags out so she doesn't choke herself.
Can I resist this? Because pulling it out is not a good idea.
No, I'm not pulling it out completely, just
No,
so
no,
that you're
I
not
don't want to be
choking.
pulling.
Roll with a medicine with advantage, please.
Yeah, what?
I'm talking to Celica. Medicine with advantage. Okay. So Celica, you realize the state, and again, you feel Persephone with you, even in this stressful situation, and you just allow yourself to finally zero yourself into what is currently going on, and you are able to staunch the bleeding effectively by, yes, putting a lot of pressure onto Agony's neck, but you realize if you do not take care of this after the battle immediately, she will bleed out to death.
While my hand is there... Can I... You know what? Never mind. I'll just... I will cast...
Come on, Celica! Be the freaking cleric that they don't have! Come on!
I'm at my last spell slot!
Yes! God, I know!
It's not worth it. Save it for something more important.
This fucking guy.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
to
On-
try to
on Trin, right?
seal the artery.
The artery is not cut yet. She is just bleeding out a lot. If the,
Okay.
if the artery was already cut, I'm sorry to say she'd be dead.
Then yeah, I'll just cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Damn it.
So, Agony, you feel the warmth from Celica's hand like go over your throat, and you feel as though that you are getting some of your energy back. Celica, as you lift up your hand to see the wound, you've actually stitched together some of the skin, but it wasn't enough to close it completely.
And I will just leave my hand there for now.
Trinil, you're up.
It's time to keep blasting. I'm just there and I'm comfy here. Never mind. I mean, I'll be comfy here.
Listen, you're in the light. It's cozy. You're good. You're comfy. See? What'd I tell you?
You hit. 11 damage. All right. As you blast into this creature, it just lands onto its knees. It then looks up at every single one of you. And in Agony, you hear an echo ringing out throughout your entire head of a battle that you once experienced with your family. And you have this memory of realizing why you set off on your path to become a monk. Nova, you hear Otakimaru in the background say the name Iseke. That's the Isike. That's the other one. And then that voice just kind of rings and it doesn't explain, but you realize that Isike must be another yokai that Otakimaru has listened to before. This creature gets up onto his feet and it just roars on the top of its lungs. And then it just seems to erupt and energy seems to just pour out of it. And it's going to use a legendary action to heal up some points. And then its next legendary action is going to be to Misty Step right over near Aristia. It is then going to attack you, Aristia. Okay, here we go. $23 hits.
23 hits.
25 hits.
25 also hits.
17 does hit.
She's going to try to parry the last hit with her sword. Realize that she's going to be light and she will catch it with her hand.
Let me take a look here. Just want to see. How much does parry give you?
I'm using shield.
Yep.
And I'm going to catch it with my right hand.
Yep, but how much does shield give you for AC?
5.
Excellent. Okay. So you're going to catch it with your hand. Got it. So you catch it, and it slices into your hand. You still take damage, but you still are able to catch it. All right. So let's do some damage real quick on you. Here we go.
Ow.
Okay, one more. With one swipe going across the body, you can see that it cuts into Aristia, and she kind of loses herself slightly. The second one comes around and slices right across her torso again, even more damage, and then she attempts to hold on to the sword that she grabs, but unfortunately she loses consciousness from the damage and falls down to the ground. Aristia is unconscious. Alrighty. That brings us to, and your Ice Claw disappears.
Sad Ice Claw noises.
And that brings us up to Nova. You hear Otakimaru for a moment just kind of take over. I know who you are, damn it! Why are you here? And and your brother turns around and looks at you. We all had to make sacrifices that day, Nova. What are you doing, Nova?
I clench my fist in anger. Sacrifices? Sacrifices? What the hell do you mean, sacrifices?
And then
You left with mother and father on that day. You know where I was? On the floor. Dead.
And he takes his sword and just moves Aristia's hair from her forehead to where he can see her eyes. And then looks back at you. I killed mother and father, Nova. What are you doing?
Why? Why? I died so that you can all be free.
You left us, damn it! You left us, you could have ran with us, you didn't need to sacrifice yourself, and it was either be caught by the enemy, or to find power to kill them all. And I will find them someday, even if I have to go through you and your friends, I will kill you all! Starting with this bitch on the ground. What are you doing, Nova? He doesn't look like he is going to talk with you anymore, that he is determined to kill you and your allies.
No passion. I thought we were two together. I didn't think this day would ever come.
Otakimaru shouts out, "Shut up, Nova! Kill him!" Your hands begin to tremble slightly. What do you do?
I'm gonna look over. Get in there, man! He's going to kill her!
You were my blood. Not anymore.
Go ahead. Roll 4 d20s. Three of your strikes hit. Roll some damage.
Do I just roll the damage of Kaze? Yeah.
You can roll whatever damage is the most.
That doesn't help. That doesn't answer my question.
It should. Let me look at your character sheet. Whichever ability does the most damage. So do your shadow strike. The first slice goes right through his leg, and you can feel memories just seeping through your head. And as you are cutting down your brother, you can feel tears rolling down your eyes, rage on not understanding why this day has come. Roll again. You drop him down onto both knees, and just his head is looking up at you, and he just says, "Do it!" And with the third strike, you cleave right across his neck, and the head goes flying, and your brother's head slams down to the floor, blood draining out of it, and you can hear a cry at this point. It's his body begins to glow a fearsome light blue, and you can just hear, "Otakimaru! I will be back!" And then the light dissipates, and all starts to go still, and light begins to actually come back to the room itself. Your brother is dead, and you are now standing above your brother's corpse, weeping at the sight of this, and you fall to your knees, and just to look at his body, you are right now struck. You are, in all sense and terms and words, you are in shock.
That ends combat, yes?
That ends combat. Every
Right.
single
gosh.
one of you are bruised, battered, except for Nova. You run on over to Aristia.
I'm just gonna take the cloak off of Nova's brother and just tear it off. And attempt to assist Aristia and stabilize her.
You are able to stabilize her. The wounds are actually incredibly great. You can see a cut that literally is right across her face at the moment that is going down, so from her forehead down to her chin. You can see the cut that actually went across her body. Her clothes and whatnot are tattered. You can see her breasts and her bra at the moment. She is not looking good.
Bruh.
Can I punch her?
Cat's mending on her clothes.
I want to punch her. And there is a way I can do it
Yes.
You
without
use
my
your-
bonus.
Your other hand.
Yes, but it's not a bonus action. It can't be a bonus action.
That's right, because now, since combat's over, you can do this.
Well, I always figured it was a bonus action outside of combat too, but I do have a key point left.
That's right.
And whole key point.
So
Emergency key point.
you smack into Aristia, and you can see life come in her eyes again, and you can just hear a gasp of air.
She's just gonna lay there for a moment, looking around. Everyone's looking at her. I told you we would all make it.
Barely.
I never heard that.
Are you suicidal? Like, for real? What are you thinking?
I feel nothing. I think nothing. All I want to do is test myself.
My head's just... Turnus's head's just gonna shake in, absolute awe at this tiefling here.
This fucking guy.
That's
With-
not testing yourself, that's just blatant stupidity. Has anybody ever taught you how to fight? Seriously.
If it's stupid, then why are we all still here?
You almost weren't.
Almost means we're still here.
With that being
He's
said,
not gonna respond. It's
you just-
ridiculous to him.
you hear water hitting the ground, and then that sound gets you all to look over at Nova, who is right now just weeping at this thing that attacked you guys. You did overhear that they announced each other as brothers, and Nova just trying to make sense of everything that was going on. Nova realized what he needed to do from the start, but he did not expect to find his brother in the possession of a yokai such as himself. Is there anything you wanted to say, Nova?
I looked for this bastard all my time. It's been months. I didn't think that you would tell me by my own hand. Why?
It had to be done. We were all gonna die otherwise.
And with that, my friends, that is the end of Chapter 5. And that is where we are going to end our session for tonight.
Night feels.
Woo! Good night, Feels!
Hi, Feels.
And that feels.
I have played my viewers, my players. I have played many sessions of D&D. But never that close have I seen an entire party wipe.
Holy
That-
shit, dude, you triggered me so hard in the middle of it.
It
Not gonna lie.
was such a hard-fought battle. This was the hardest fight you guys have taken on yet as a party. But you still came out on top. And I have goosebumps because it was hard. I knew you were frustrated at me, and I had to push that aside, and I had to keep DMing. But you guys did really well tonight. I think the viewers who are watching are, I would assume, clapping at the moment. But until next time, we will see you all later and have a wonderful night. This DM needs to take a breather.
Good night.
Lucy.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, peeps.